All right, everybody. Welcome in. There's a look at DW4 himself, rocking the orange pants here today at home. It is week 17. The Browns currently on an 8-game winning streak, and yes, Watson has been a big part of it, but also the defense has been absolutely incredible for the Browns. Again, winners of 8 straight, and that means that we are 10-5 on the season. They started that winning streak at 2-5, and again, started the season 0-4. So they've won 10 of their last 11 football games here. Their opponents today, the Bengals from Cincinnati, coming in, struggling at 6-9, not going to make the playoffs officially after being the AFC representative for the Super Bowl, but they can still play spoiler alert, as the Browns have absolutely clinched the playoffs. They cannot not make the playoffs, but they can lose seeds, of course, and the ability to host a home playoff game. So let's see how this one goes. I am actually on vacation even right now as we speak, as you hear my words, with the beauty of technology. So Kit's going to call this one for you. Really appreciate him doing that. So without further ado, here is Kit Nagy for Nagy on Sports. Enjoy the sim. Go Browns.
Appreciate that, Phil. Welcome in, Nagy Nation. Really excited for this one. Big matchup between the Browns and the Bengals. Obviously, Browns already in the playoffs, as Phil mentioned, on the back of the defense, which has been absolutely sensational. So big battle for Ohio here as Bengals look to play spoilers to seeding and home field advantage to the Browns. So Bengals start, and they'll get the ball out there after the return out to the 19-yard line. Welcome in, John. Go Browns. And big one here. There's a look at Joe Burrow's season, as he has really struggled with those interceptions. A bunch of them, 6 to be exact, against us. Of those 23, he is 19 for 23 on the season. Is not a good look for him. Welcome in, James. Yeah, Phil is off on vacation, so I'll be calling this one for you all. Joe Burrow back to pass across the middle. He's got his man, and that's Joe Mixon coming out of the backfield. And that looked like he did get just across the line there. So they're going to credit that with a first down on the first play of the day for the Bengals. Now out of the gun, Mixon on his left hip. Joe Burrow back to pass. 4 coming. He's got it away, and he hits his man. That's Chase for his first reception of the ball game, and he's going to pick up of about 7 on that one. So 2nd and 3 here, and an early good start here for these Bengals as they have been productive on their first 2 snaps of the ball game. Little bunch formation to the left now, single back for Burrow under center. Brings the man in motion, that's Chase. He hands it off to Mixon up the middle. He's working through a bunch of tacklers, but not going to get very far is Joe Mixon. And just held short, 3rd and inches now. Welcome in, Darnell. Go Browns. Back to pass is Burrow. And he's got his man, but knocked away. Nice hit there. JOK coming down hard. And what a shot he put on the receiver, who had no chance. Will bring up a 4th and inches and most likely a punt. Yes, James. Delpit right there in the action as well, but you're right that his best Sam Darnold impersonation for this season. But the Browns are a big part of that. They had 6 interceptions in a single game on Joe Burrow, which was tough on the old statistics there, as that punt is a beauty and is going to roll out of bounds at the 4. So that's where the Browns are going to start. There's a look at Deshaun's numbers: 41 of 15. 41 touchdowns, 15 interceptions, 4,800 yards. He has had a sensational season for the Browns, and it's been a big part of their winning ways for the last 8-game streak. 1st and 10 now for the Browns from the 4. Under center, handoff up the middle to Chubb. He's got you're getting tackled quickly at the line of scrimmage. Call it a gain of 1. Now the gun on 2nd and 9. Standing on his own end zone line. Quick pass out to Cooper. And Cooper gets tackled pretty quickly, but does get positive yardage. Now 3rd and 4 after that 4-yard pickup. To Cooper, back to pass. 4-man rush. Sensing the pressure, he's just going to escape and get past the line to gain up the sideline, and sliding safely is Watson. And that'll be an easy first down, as there was a big hole opened up in that pressure of the rush on the outside. And he was able to escape that easily. and pick up that first down. Hey, Bo, welcome in. So 1st and 10 here for the Browns. Deshaun Watson out of the gun, got trips to the left. A little handoff to Kareem Hunt. Coming up to the left side, he's going to get tackled very quickly. Nice contain there for the Bengals, as there was some pretty good flow from the linebackers. Keeps him for only a gain of 2. A little ace formation now for the Browns from under center. A little throw to the outside. He's got a man. That's Njoku. Cuts upfield and out to about the 45-yard line. Call it the 43 as the Chief makes his way upfield. Yeah, it was a nice run there for Watson, escaping the pressure earlier. So from the 43-yard line, Browns setting up in the gun. Back to pass, 4-man coming. He's got a man coming back to the ball. That's Donovan Peoples-Jones, who is going to gain a first down there on his first reception of the ball game. Now, Peoples-Jones is good for 11 and another first down. Awuzie in on the tackle. Tight bunch formation to the left. Kareem Hunt on the right hip of Deshaun Watson in the gun. Back to pass, 4-man rush coming. Unloads, he's got a man down there, and that is connected to the rookie. And Bell has yet another first down. So a very efficient drive so far for these Browns. Remember, they started on the 4-yard line, now working from the 34 of the Bengals. A little handoff, or fake the handoff, little option to the outside. Lots of room to work, and he's going to take the contact there, but not before, or not until after he had gained that first down. Not so sure I like the taking the contact for Deshaun Watson. I'd rather he slid there as Mike Hilton was coming and hit him pretty hard. But still a first down achieved again, as that option was all kinds of open as they fooled the Bengals defense there, and they all went with Kareem Hunt on the inside handoff and left Deshaun Watson lots of room to work on the outside. 1st and 10 now, under center. Single back is Chubb. He hands it off to Chubb, who's going to work up the middle. Tough sledding up the middle so far against these Bengals. Not a lot of yards gained outside of the one run from Deshaun, escaping a pass rush set in the pocket. So only 4 on that run. 2nd and 6. Out of the gun is Watson. Back to pass. 4-man coming. Pressure in his face. He unloads. He's got a man, but just high over Cooper's head. Sails incomplete. 3rd and 6 here. Now, from under center, back to pass. He sees something he likes to the end zone, but it's going to get picked! And Donovan Peoples-Jones allows Awuzie to jump in front of him, and that's really on DPJ. Really needs to attack that ball and not let it be contested. He's just kind of passively sitting there, let the ball come to him, and he needs to fight for that and go to the ball. And there, in the end zone, this drive is going to come to an end, and Burrow's going to come out because Awuzie was able to come away with an interception in the end zone and a touchback. So Joe Burrow is going to start from his own 20. Back to pass for Burrow. 1st and 10. He is going to air it deep off his back foot. He's got a man down there in a foot race. And on the second effort, it goes incomplete. Ward right there. A little tip-up ball. I thought for a second that his receiver was going to come down with it, but unable to is Higgins. So Ward is going to win that. 2nd and 10. I'll hand off up the middle. That's Mixon. He is going to be tackled pretty quickly there. Ward in on that tackle. That his second rush of the day. 3rd and 5 now. Hey, Earl, welcome in. Go Browns. Yeah, exactly. Not the way you want a 96-yard drive to go, but this one's going to end up in a sack as Myles Garrett gets home and Clowney right there to meet him in the backfield. They'll each share a half of a sack, and a 4th and 12, so the Bengals will go 3 and out after that pick. And the 96-yard drive, although it ended in an interception, the defense stood tall and absolutely answered the bell to get off the field right away. So I'll bring out the punt unit for the Bengals. Their last punt ended up on the 4-yard line. This one won't be nearly as nice after that field swap from the 96-yard drive. Jakeem Grant getting free there after a few attempted tackles, but only a return of about 4 or 5 yards. There's a look at the AFC playoff pictures. Obviously, we've clinched at least the wild card, have the Browns at 10-5. All of those teams pictured with the clinched there, you gotta get a look at those. 1st and 10 out of the gun. Watson back to pass. 4-man rush. Out to the outside. He's got a man. That's Cooper, and he steps out of bounds, unfortunately, because he had room to run. So his momentum carries him out of bounds, but it is complete. And a first down as Cooper caught his second ball of the day for a nice big pickup and another first down. So these Browns continuing to produce on offense. An unfortunate pick, really. And look at all that room he had. Man, if he could only turn upfield, he'd had a bunch more. But continuing to produce here on offense, and really just a single mental mistake from DPJ that allowed for an interception in the end zone. Now out of the gun, little handoff up the middle. That's Chubb. He's going to meet the contact, and what a stiff arm to throw that tackler off. But second man there able to tackle him was Davis Gaither to bring him down. Pratt was the first man to meet him. Pick up of 2, 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Out to the outside. He's got Cooper again. That's his 3rd reception. And now Deshaun Watson, 6 of 8 for 75 yards with the 1 interception. Over 100 yards of offense so far for the Browns. Now ace formation, 1st and 10. Little fake handoff to Chubb, and he's got a man coming in on the levels concept. That's Njoku. He throws it to that second man behind and trail, and that actually worked out. A lot of defenders in the area, but a nice little precision throw a little bit behind. Chief keeps him safe. Little boot action here for Watson. And now he's going to unload downfield. He's got a man. That's DPJ making up for that interception there with a nice sure-handed grab. And kind of proving to Watson that he still has it. And he's gonna play do well by him here. 1st and goal now from the 2 for the Browns. Out of the gun. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And he's going to take a sack out on the outside. Nobody blocks the rush from the outside as they brought 5 that time. And nobody picked up the outside blitzer. Little handoff to Chubb to the outside. He's got a man trying to break some tackles, but unable to do much with it there. Now 3rd and goal from the 9 as the Browns' red zone offense seems to be struggling a bit here. Out to the outside now, scrambling was Watson and just going to throw this away. So the red zone woes continue here for the Browns as they're going to have to settle for a field goal on their 2nd red zone appearance of the day. And yeah, Earl, it really wasn't a really masterful drive until they got to the end zone, and it just kind of stalled. It was not great there in the end zone, and I think the shades of the interception in the end zone may be affecting the gameplay and the play calling there a little bit, as they didn't seem to want to take any risks there in the red zone. So they instead end up with only 3 points. But yeah, I've done that plenty of times. They were looking great until then. You're right. I mean, it really was really well done, well put together, well schemed. But just in the red zone, they just kind of fell apart a bit there. So the defense is going to come back out here and see what they can do. 1st and 10 here for Burrow. Snap is back. 4-man coming on the rush. He's got his tight end out on the outside. And it's his 2nd tight end, Hayden Hurst. So 2nd and 4 now. Little handoff up the middle, Mixon, and quickly tackled there. With after only a few yards pickup, Chase Winovich in on the tackle. 3rd and 3. Hey, welcome in, applied. A little throw over the middle. He's got his man, and Joe Burrow is going to get this first down. That's Higgins in on the, Boyd on the reception. His first of the day, 6 yards. Snap is back. Burrow to throw. He's got a man quickly tackled by the coverage there. And that was Delpit on the coverage. Pick up a 5, though, and another throw to Hayden Hurst. Yes, the closing speed is incredible, Earl, for this defense. They have been so good, and that's part of how they've been so good at taking the ball away, is because their closing speed to get to the ball just like that. What a play from Ward, laying out to knock that one away. An incredible PBU to bring up 3rd and 5. Bunch formation to the right there for Burrow. He's unloading over the middle, and he's got a man. And Boyd again in. He's been very active in this drive over the middle in particular. His 2nd reception now over the middle. And JOK in on the tackle. 1st and 10. Under center. Bunch formation left. Back to pass is Burrow. 4-man coming. He's got a man coming up to the outside. Boyd again. And he is out the line to gain. Call that another first down there for the Bengals. So the Bengals starting to put something together after their previous 3 and out from the last drive. This drive so far much more successful. And yes, it was very close. I almost thought Denzel was going to pick that one, but he is, as you can see, in the zone now because of that PBU. So a little handoff at the middle to Mixon. And Mixon is going to get tackled after a pickup of 4. 2nd and 6. Trips to the right. Out of the gun. Snap is back. 4-man rush. Thrown to the outside is Burrow, and he's got his man as Chase is going to make his reception, second reception of the ball game. Jamar Chase active early in this ball game, and Mixon's going to take his best run of the day, carrying guys, as he had 2 tacklers trying to take him down, but he was just kind of plowing through with them and kind of hanging on for the ride. It was a bit interesting there. You don't think of as Mixon as the bruiser who can carry guys. He's more of the quick hitting, shifty guy, but able to do some nice physical run there. 2nd and 2 now. After that 8-yard pickup, hand off to Mixon again. A missed tackle. I'm trying to see who that was on the missed tackle. I missed it. But a missed tackle, and so the Bengals are going to get a first down there. Under center is Burrow. Now inside the red zone themselves on the start at the 18. Man in motion. Back to pass. Blitz coming. They're going to get to him. Breaking up the middle. Ball's out. Fumble. And Clowney's going with it. He's going to see if he can outrun. I'm not sure who that is. That's Mixon. He's trying to outrun. And, of course, Clowney's going to hit the prototypical Madden slowdown for a D lineman because that's what Madden does. I think Clowney probably would have scored there. He had plenty of lead time, and he wouldn't have slowed down that much. He's way too athletic for that. He is a very long, athletic body type, and he's got some stamina in his running. So I don't buy the slowdown for him. There's no way he'd have slowed down like that. That'd have been a touchdown for the Browns. But the Browns are going to get the benefit of the turnover here. I'm going to start at their start in the 20, their 3rd red zone appearance. Hopefully this one will be a little bit better. 1st and 10 now. Handoff up the middle. That's Hunt. And Hunt is going to gain about 2. His 2nd rush for 4 yards now. Hey, Wendell, welcome in. And you too, Carvalho, welcome in. Well, handoff to Chubb. That's the best run of the day for the Browns, and that one met at the 2nd level as he broke quickly through the line, and that's going to set up a 1st and goal from the 5. No, Carvalho, I do not expect any trades upcoming, more spending by the Browns. I think they're going to try to roll over their cap space for next year, projected a bit over cap next year based on all the stuff they've got on the books. So no, I expect them to roll over the cap space they do have. Little fake handoff, boot to the outside, Watson to the end zone, man! Touchdown, Cooper! That was a beautiful throw. Coming wide open was Amari Cooper, really nobody on him, and Deshaun Watson just puts a BB right on him. Beautiful throw, and there, the red zone woes finally end, as you see nobody in coverage with Cooper, making it far too easy. And yes, Applied, the defense really has been absolutely insane of late, and loving every minute of it. Love how good this defense has been. So opportunistic, even when they allow drives to go for aways, they seem to always find a way to take the ball away somehow. And it's been incredible. And this time, complementary football as the defense gets the offense sparked. The offense puts it in from 20 with authority, really putting behind them the red zone woes that they had experienced so far here in this game. So welcome in, Kit Nagy here from Nagy on Sports. Phil is on vacation, so I'm bringing you this Browns-Bengals matchup here in Week 17. And very much appreciate Nagy Nation and all of our subscribers and all the likes. Appreciate all the support, guys. Really love bringing this product to you all. As Burrow is going to take the snap here, and Mixon's going to work up the middle for a number of yards, call it 6 on that rush up the middle. Nice physical run for Joe Mixon. 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, emptying out the backfield. Pressure coming on a little blitz. He got it out to the outside, and Higgins going to make that catch there. And that's going to be good for a first down. Now out of the gun for Burrow. Back to pass, 4-man rush. He's got it out to the outside, and Mixon out of the backfield is going to kind of go backwards on the run. A little bit interesting there. That one is actually going to go for a loss, as Mixon was trying to escape a tackler, and then under his own power went backwards and then got tackled there behind the line of scrimmage. He told me, Bo, and I completely blanked on where it is. I'll have to ask him, because he told me, and it's not coming to me. So, I know he's on vacation though. He'll be back next week, Thursday or so. But we'll be bringing the Week 17 games here. He pre-recorded them for me to be able to bring to you live. So over the middle, he's got Mixon and JOK right in on that tackle. Number 28 on 28, 3rd and 5. JOK's 3rd tackle of the day. A little delayed handoff to Mixon, and Mixon just powers his way through the hole and to a first down. 1st and 10. Hey, Karen, welcome in. Welcome in, too, to Keith. Glad to have you both. And yeah, Garrett really is unblockable at times. Yeah, you know, James, I am looking forward to that new improved O-line for Carolina. I think they did a lot of good work there, and that's been one of the biggest question marks for that team. And if Baker with the good O-line can be good, we've seen it, especially if he's healthy. So I do hope he is healthy for you guys, because I think he can be very, very good. Now back to press, 4-man pressure and getting to him, but unloading. He's got a man, but Denzel's right there, and Denzel's just going to knock that one away in the end zone. Incomplete. Hey, welcome in, Aaron. 2nd and 10 here, under center. Little handoff. That's Pirine. And Pirine's going to get tackled relatively quickly after a gain of 4. His first carry of the ball game, 3rd and 6 from the 45. Out of the gun, Mixon on his left hip. Burrow back to pass. Pressure's coming. It was about to get there, but he unloads it and gets it to his tight end just in time. And that one is going to go for a first down to convert there on 3rd. And Sample was the second tight end there on the reception. But I do think that's going to be an exciting game, James, because we all know how Baker plays when he feels he's been disrespected. So he'll come out firing and very fiery, as is his personality. Now, a little fake to hand off in the middle. Joe Burrow got a man out of that side. That's Jamar Chase. And he was pretty wide open there on that little flag route. Actually only had a step, but makes a nice physical catch there with JOK on the coverage. And a little bit of a mismatch, Jamar Chase with JOK. I know JOK is an incredible athlete, but as you can see, JOK was a bit behind there, a little slow to catch up, and allows for Chase to come away with the catch. I'm not sure that's the matchup you're looking for there if you're the Browns defense. 1st and goal now from the 9 for these Bengals. From under center, he's going to fake the handoff, searching for the end zone. 5 men coming. Pressure's going to get to him. Sack. And that one is going to be Bryan on the sack. So Taven Bryan getting home, and he's looking good for the Browns here in the pass rush sets, as you can see him coming off of his block. Clowney right in the area with Myles Garrett flanking the other side, kind of containing Burrow, not letting him go anywhere. And Bryan is going to come away with that sack, as he was the one to catch up to Joe Burrow first. 2nd and goal now from the 17. From under center. Browns showing blitz. They bring 4 and quickly tackled up the middle off that little bit of a run blitz on the outside. Joe Mixon is going to get tackled by Taven Bryan. 3rd and goal from the 15 now, out of the gun. Back to pass. Pressure's coming. He's going to unload to the corner. He's got a man there, but what a defensive play there from Greedy Williams to knock that one away and force a field goal for these Bengals. Wow, the defense looked good in those last few plays. Yeah, I agree, Applied. I actually do think momentum is shifting pretty solidly in that favor. Excuse me, as even like guys like Florio and such have completely changed their tune on all of this. So there's a lot of momentum going even in the court of public opinion in Watson's favor. I think it will be minimal. Possible it will be none. We'll see. And really, because again, it's unprecedented. We don't know what Sue Robinson will do. She could do any number of things. It's a first, so we'll find out. But from everything I've heard of her, she's very much about the evidence. It doesn't appear that the evidence is there. That's why there were no the grand juries decided not to indict on criminal charges. So we'll see. Over the middle there, Bell, he's got it, and going towards the first down there. Call it a gain of 9 to Bell, his second reception of the day. James, I very much doubt it would be the whole season. I think the Browns, there was reporting from Aditi Kinkaball, the Browns are convinced it'll be less than 10 games. I'm kind of with that. I think that's probably likely it will be less than 10. Little handoff here to Kareem Hunt, working his way through some traffic. A nice little physical run for him as he breaks a tackle. His third rush of the day, 8 yards on the day for him. But that is enough for the first down. Bunch formation to the left. Watson back to pass. And he's got pressure coming, and wow, mechanics of that were incredible. Not caught by Hunt either. That was very, very bizarre, and just an animation that probably shouldn't have been a thing. But fortunate not to be sacked and not to be intercepted in the process of poor animation on that one, as Kareem Hunt is going to get tackled for a loss very quickly there on that one, and Hendrickson in on that tackle, 3rd and 12. Hey, Chris G, welcome in. Glad to have you. Bo, I don't buy that. I don't think Baker's a downgrade for Carolina at all. I think he is definitely an upgrade. There's a lot of Baker haters out there. This channel is not amongst them. I think he absolutely can be an elite quarterback if he can gain in consistency. That's his biggest problem right now, and he has got to stay away from those injuries. Throw to the outside, Njoku, but that one is going to be well short. So 4th and 4 here for the Browns. And from their own 44, you'd have to imagine they're going to punt. And yeah, I don't think a whole season is fair either. But I'm actually a little bit more leaning at this point on the lighter suspension, somewhere around the 4-game mark, maybe, if any. It's possible that she elects just to prevent the NFL from having any chance of appealing. She may elect not to impose any penalty. I don't know. It could be any number of things. But at this point, it's all speculation, and really, I'd like to have it, known so that we have something to start with or something to expect, and then we can put this this unfortunate unknown behind us, because it's not a lot of fun for it just to be hanging out there. 1st and 10. Out of the ace formation, handoff Mixon. He is going to get tackled quickly. That's Walker in from the linebacker position to make that tackle after a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7. Bunch formation left. Under center is Burrow. He's going to pitch it out to Mixon. Mixon's going to get tackled. Nice shoestring tackle there from Clowney, and he is so good in the run game, showing it there as he is just able to trip up Mixon before he could get outside and maintaining that contain. That's a TFL there for Clowney. 3rd and 11. Bunch formation right. Mixon on the left hip. Taking the snap. Back to pass. He's overthrown his receiver as nobody was behind that. Just a step or two in front of where his receiver was, and the Bengals are going to quickly have to punt here. Yeah, I think Brissett's really, he's good. He doesn't turn the ball over is his biggest attribute. He's a lot of underneath throwing, so he's not going to stretch a defense vertically a lot. But he is safe with the football. He's consistent, and he is enough that we, with as good as our team is, and then the roster around him, I think we absolutely can win games, especially the first 4 are all winnable games, even with Brissett, as Chubb is going to work his way through some tacklers there, and he's going to pick up 4 in the effort. Yeah, no, Clowney, yeah, I was very glad to have Clowney sign with the Browns, James. You know, I could have seen him go with Carolina. Oh, wow, I'm not sure if that one's going to be... Yeah, they're going to say that one was intercepted. That was just bounced. It looked like the ball was already out of bounds. Look here as the receiver actually touches the ball. I guess he was in bounds. It came off the tip here, as that is just an ugly on the sideline. I don't know that he got his feet in, though. We'll see if he got... No, we're not going to get a review on it either. So the Bengals are just going to get their second interception of the ball game, because that one was just an ugly tip drill for the Browns. And Denzel Ward with an incredible PBU there, step for step with Chase, and he's able to knock that one away. 2nd and 10. Under center for Burrow. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Taven Bryan hits him, but he throws it underneath, or throws it underpowered. And lucky that one wasn't intercepted, as that was a duck downfield. 3rd and 10. Back to pass. Burrow. 4-man pressure coming. He's going to get sacked. Perry and Winfrey get in there this time. And a timeout from the Bengals. Excuse me, timeout for the Browns, as they're going to have to punt here after that sack. The minute 36 and counting here in the half. Yeah, it's hard to say, but hopefully it'll happen before training camp there, James. That's the hope, is that before about the 28th of July, that information will be known. As a quick throw, a skinny skinny post from the Chief, as Njoku is going to get a quick first down, and the Browns are going to roll. Hurry it up. They're throwing to the outside. He's got Cooper wide open out by himself down to the 20, as that one was a beautiful little strike, and the Browns are just rolling here. Quick play after quick play, and they're going to clock continuing, or actually they're going to take that timeout. Minute and 1 second here. That's their second of the half. Back to pass for Watson. He's going to unload. He's got DPJ, and DPJ is going to get another first down. Clock continuing to tick, but they're on the 6-yard line with 51 seconds now and counting. They are in great position here, and now it's about that clock game now with a first down in this spot from the 6. They want to take enough of it so the Bengals don't have a chance, but want to get into the end zone here. Now back to pass. Out to the swing route. That's Chubb, and he's going to go in uncontested as he is tackled at the end zone, but he doesn't have to worry about it, as he was already across the line before the contact. Touchdown Browns, and Nick Chubb on a little swing pass. Nobody comes out of the backfield to cover him, and that was too easy, as the Bengals are only going to have about 30 seconds, actually probably about 20 seconds after the kick here to do anything. So they'll probably most likely run the ball and run out the clock, go to halftime with a 17-3 ball game pending this PAT. So that is the scoreline, 17-3 with under 30 seconds to play, and or actually at 30 seconds right now, as the Browns will kick it off to the Bengals, but they're not going to have a lot of time here, so I doubt they're going to go for much here. Yeah, that really was a beautiful little scheme there, as they don't expect Chubb to come out of the backfield and catch many balls, but he does there. And that little swing pass worked beautifully. Little dump down to him, and he's going to absolutely bowl through the end zone if you give him that opportunity. Don't have anybody nearby to make a tackle. If they're coming down the end zone line, look out. Chubb's going to score 10 out of 10 times. Little handoff to Mixon quickly, and it looks like the Bengals are indeed going to be content to run the clock out here and come off the field to end the half, as they're not even going to take they will take one more snap, 2 seconds in the half. Pressure coming, but he unloads out to the outside, so that's to Mixon. A big shot from JOK will end the half. So here we are, 17-3 ball game. Browns with an opportunity to double dip after they punched it in on a very nice drive, very effective drive, just very quick striking. And the Browns really cooking with gas now, 100% of the momentum in their corner in this 17-3 ball game, and their offense is going to try it right back out to start the second half. Yeah, yes, very nice play calling from Hobo Sheila-Buff in this Madden game here. 1st and 10 here for the Browns. Little fake handoff to Chubb, and then over the middle he's got Cooper. Cooper to the 40 and out to the 42. And Cooper was wide open there. Again, they've let him kind of work in space in this defense, and Deshaun's taking advantage of it. Little handoff to Chubb. Now he's going to fight off some tacklers. Shedding 2 or 3 of them along the way was Nick Chubb, and he's going to pick up 7. Nice little run there for him. Little fake handoff option out to the outside. Easy to the first down. Is going to take the contact. Watson does pick up a first down, but again, that's a woozy head on the outside on the tackle, but rather he slide 1st and 10, especially since he already had the first down. Now Chubb to the outside, stretching it. He's going to allow a guy to take out his legs out on the outside. Not very much like Chubb. You'd expect Mike Hilton to have been contested with a little shoulder action there from Chubb, expected him to lower the pads as well, but not what happened there. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. Little handoff to Chubb up the middle. He's working through some tacklers. And like to see him get going. That's only his 9th rush, 34 yards on the day. It's been a bit tough sledding up the middle. 3rd and 8 after a pickup of 2 there. Back to pass. Throw to the outside. He's got a man with a little lob pass. DPJ, touchdown, Browns! And that one was absolutely beautiful. What a touch pass from Watson to just drop it in a bucket. And DPJ had 2 steps easy, and he just waltzed right into the end zone. The Browns are going to extend their lead here, 24-3, as the offense has been absolutely sensational to make up for their last lackluster effort in their previous win. It was all defense last game, and the Browns here have been very good on offense, as has the defense. Really, defense has gone nowhere. They've been sensational throughout. Especially in this 8-game winning streak. But the offense in the last game really had struggled, and seeing them come out now cooking with some real gas and striking almost seemingly at will, and the double dip here is complete after the Browns scored very easily on their last 2 drives. Yes, that is a kind of an established joke here about the Madden's rendition of Kevin Stefanski, which is the worst looking, or one of the worst looking coaches. All the 2020 COVID class rookie head coaches, all of them really look nothing like the original article at all, probably due to COVID. But ours, Stefanski, not only does he not look like Kevin Stefanski, he looks like if Shia LaBeouf were a homeless man, maybe a sometimes we call him a hobo Shia LaBeouf. So he doesn't look anything like Kevin Stefanski, though, who is, certainly not hobo-ish in appearance, shall we say. 2nd and 7 results in a quick throw to Mixon out to the outside. Pick up a 4 on that reception. 3rd and 3. Back to pass here for Joe Burrow over the middle. He's got a man. That's Hayden Hurst on the reception. And a quick first down there as the Bengals are looking to respond after the 2 back-to-back touchdowns for the Browns. Hey, Kishan, welcome in. And yes, we are after we played the Bengals twice late in the second game, late in the season, and the last one was mid to late hot streak where the defense was sensational with 6 interceptions, and then the offense was absolutely firing on all cylinders, led to a big ugly blowout. 2nd and 6 now after the tackle from Awok. Well, up the middle, he manages to break to the second level there and picks up a first down. That's Joe Mixon on the carry. You can see that was just nice blocking up middle. You had a double team out on the left side and a single one-on-one block able to open up enough of a gap for Mixon to work with and get to that second level. Now under center for Joe Burrow. He's got Mixon in the backfield. quick pass out of three-step drop back to the eligible tackle. And I'm not even sure who is 75. Hold on, let me look that up. That is Isaiah Prince, of course. Isaiah Prince coming in as the eligible tackle, able to come up with a pressure coming. Myles Garrett going to sack Joe Burrow, as that one was just a coverage sack, as Joe Burrow had nothing downfield and couldn't find anything, and just Myles Garrett, you can't give him that kind of time because he breaks through really two blocks, both the tackle and Joe Mixon, and gets to Joe Burrow there to throw him down for a sack. 2nd and 17 after the sack. Back to pass on a three-step drop. The defender goes for the ball and gives Chase all kinds of running room. And that is the danger of going for the ball and not the man, is that if you miss, the man suddenly has no one to tackle him there in the area, and that one results in a big first down for the Bengals. I'm going to get another look at it as you see him trying to jump the route, going for the ball. I think that was Newsome who sold out for the ball, and then Chase took advantage of the no tackler there. Under center for Burrow. Pressure coming as they bring in a blitz. The pressure still coming, and he's going to get out of it and throw it away. Wow. I'm not sure how he got out of that one, but he did, as about 2 or 3 guys had an opportunity to come away with a sack, and none of them manage it. So we're going to get another look. He gets away from Clowney there. That's not very likely in real life. Clowney is a very sure tackler. I'd expect in his clutches, Joe Burrow probably goes down. 2nd and 10 now after the throwaway. Boyd in motion, handoff up the middle. It's Mixon. He's going to get met at the line of scrimmage by a number of defenders, A. Walker amongst them. And we'll bring up a 3rd and 9. Back to pass. On 3rd and 9, and another sack as Taven Bryan is going to get home. That is his, I believe, 2nd and a half sack on the day. And 6 now for these Browns, as this D-line has been absolutely feasting back there. And pressure getting home with a 4-man rush, 3 of them coming free. I wasn't saying anything about what he said. All I've said is that we know that Baker Mayfield is a fiery personality. He absolutely responds when he feels he's been slighted. I mean, we've got tons of examples of that from his career, both in Oklahoma and in Cleveland. So Hugh Jackson is a perfect example of that in the Bengals game when Hugh Jackson was on that coaching staff. And Baker Mayfield took that personally and balled out in that ball game as a result. So, that's something to look for in Week 1. And I don't know that means Baker Mayfield's going to beat the Browns. Browns are awfully good, but he's certainly going to come out fired up, and expect him to make. Do as much damage as he possibly can. So he'll probably play really well. 2nd and 6 now after that short reception out on the outside. Yes, I agree with you, James. I think that is going to be a big matchup to watch. The D-line for the Browns versus the O-line for Carolina is going to be an absolute important key to the game for both sides. Over the middle, Bell is going to come away with that reception, and that's going to pick up another first down for these Browns, as Watson has been very good in this despite his 2 interceptions. He has mostly completed his passes. Now, bunch formation, just 2 of them to the wrong team. Bunch formation tight to the left. Little fake, another option out to the outside. Watson's got some room. He is going to get tackled after another nice pickup for him. Now 48 yards on the day on his 4 carries, and the option has been working all day long, as he is going to pick up yet another first down after a pickup of about 12. Hey, Jesse, welcome in. I haven't seen you in a long time. Glad to have you back. It is nice to have you back on a live call. Phil is on vacation, so these are technically pre-recorded, but I haven't seen them at all, so So bringing you all of Week 17 here, we'll bring the next one as Chubb is going to get a nice little through the first line, a defense to the second level. Another first down. That's 3 back-to-back first down plays for yet more first downs. 100 yards rushing now on the day for the Browns. But we're going to bring the next Week 17 Spotlight Game of the Week that we selected. We didn't vote on them just because we didn't have an option. We had to run this one before we could take a look at what the other ones were. But, we had to run the last one before we could look at the next ones were. And Phil had to pre-record all these. This little swing pass out the outside to Chubb. And so the next one probably on Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern-ish, and then following that maybe Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Again, pressure coming. He's going to unload. He's got Chubb, but that one's going to go. That screen was not very successful. Going to go backwards there, 3rd and 15, after an ugly screen setup. And screens have been really bad in the game for a long time for really all of the teams. A little quick completion out to the outside to Bell, and that's going to make up most of the yardage, but not quite all of it. It'll bring up a 4th and 1 here from the 26. Will the Browns choose to go? Be an interesting choice here. Hey, Lewis, welcome in. Glad to have you. So they will elect to kick the field goal here on the 4th one. Obviously, Stefanski and Virtual Stefanski don't agree on a lot of things. The real Stefanski would go for that, I do believe, especially with this offense. So I'd expect him to have gone for that and not settle for a field goal there. He doesn't like taking chip shots like that one, especially on a 4th and 1. But instead, the Virtual Stefanski will elect to go for a field goal and make this a 27-6 ball game. And of course, that means the Browns are up a full 21 in this game. So 3 touchdowns here lead for these Browns with 2:27 left in the third quarter. Now out of the gun, Joe Burrow, back to pass, 4-man rush. Pressure is good, about to get to him, but Boyd, the outlet underneath, is found. And that'll be a completion. Or excuse me, that was T. Higgins, 85, not 83. So that'll be pick up a 7. 2nd and 3. Back to pass. Throwing it over the middle. He's got his man. That is Boyd. And Boyd is going to pick up that first down over the middle, as no one was there to contest that catch. Yeah, no, CMC is injury prone, but when he is healthy, he is incredibly dangerous. So, especially for the fact that'll be week 1, if he's made it through the preseason and all healthy, then he certainly is going to be a big factor in that game, assuming he can stay healthy. Throw over the middle. He's got a man. That's Jamar Chase, who's going to pick up another Bengal first down, sitting in that zone a little bit, finding some soft coverage. That's his 5th reception, 82 yards on the day for him. 1st and 10 for Burrow. Little handoff fake the handoff to Mixon, and then he is going to air it deep. He's got a man down in the end zone. Did he get his feet in? No, they're going to say he was out of bounds. Was Jamar Chase. So nice catch for him, but out of bounds for him. 2nd and 10. Throw over the middle. He's got Boyd, and nobody covering Boyd, as he had plenty of space to work and go get that first down for his quarterback. Now 30 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Yeah, I obviously, to the Big Ten discussion going on in here, the additions of USC and UCLA, much bigger fish than Maryland and Rutgers in terms of the NCAA action. More storied programs, both of them, than either of those two. Yeah, it was a market move, but nobody cares about Rutgers even in that market. And that's not the same for USC or for UCLA. I also think that there's a chance Notre Dame will be next. High probability chance Notre Dame will be next, and then we'll see who else from the Pac-10 and or ACC may get rolled in. More likely Pac-10 at this point, with the 2 coming from the Pac-10. So, could look for Oregon, could look for UW. There's a number of folks that are good teams that could be picked up by the Big Ten as the 2 two super conferences start to take shape here in front of us. 3rd and 3 here for the Bengals, and a little jump from the offensive line, and that one will roll them back here to a 3rd and 8 after that jump for them. Out of the gun. Back to pass. 4-man rush. He's going to dump it underneath to Mixon out of the backfield, but JOK right there to make a tackle, and going to hold him short and going to force a field goal here for these Bengals. And you're not going to beat the Browns with a bunch of field goals, as this will be their 3rd on the day. And that's all they have come away with. Not able to get in the end zone so far have been the Bengals. Actually, no, they're going to go for this. I think they're too far down. So on a 4th and 4, Burrow out of the gun sends Joe Mixon to empty the backfield in motion. Running down the clock. Snap is back. 4-man rush over the middle, and he's got that first down on 4th. And Hayden Hurst with that little stick route able to come away with it. And the defense kind of just allowing a lot of space there for the tight end. Easy conversion as Mixon is going to work through some traffic towards the goal line, now up to the 4-yard line. Yeah, very excited applied for C.J. Stroud's next season. I think he's going to be sensational. Likely Heisman favorite right out the gate, but we'll see what happens. Obviously he's going to have competition from Young and some others, but I do think he's got a really good shot with that team as constructed to be, especially with Jackson Smith and Jigba and some others. They're going to be really, really good. Over the middle, he's got a man, but broken up. What a play there. Taki. We don't see a lot of him, only in the base packages. But man, showing out some pass coverage there, getting his hand involved, and just denying what I thought was going to be a touchdown for the Bengals. Look at this. Higgins had it, and Taki just comes away and knocks it loose. Beautiful play from the linebacker. Now, Bengals are going to go for it on 4th and 4 here. Their second 4th down attempt here, and this is 4th and goal. Back to pass. Joe Burrow. He's got a man out of the outside, and the defense stopped. That was unbelievable as Higgins just came wide open and much too easy. And the second 4th down conversion is complete for these Bengals, and this one for a touchdown. That one was wild. I'm not sure what the defense was doing. We're going to get another look at it here, hopefully, as Higgins just came wide open, but it looked like the defender stopped. They had it in defense, or maybe that was Taki way and trail trying to cover Higgins, which would have been a huge mismatch on 4th and 4. Not sure what that was about, but that's about to make this a 27-13 ball game. McPherson does. So 27-13 now the scoreline after a very productive Bengals Bengals drive, their first time into the end zone in the ball game. But a bit surprising that this defense allowed them to convert twice on 4th down in that drive, and now breathing some life into this Bengals team. So we'll see what the Browns offense does in response here. Obviously looking for them to respond in a big way, trying to close the door on this game. So a little ace formation here for Deshaun Watson on 1st and 10 under center. He's going to hand it off, or fake the handoff, boot to the outside, and pressure's going to get home as that's Hubbard out on the outside. And Hubbard is going to come away with a sack on that one. I think that's just the second for these Bengals on the day. And Watson didn't feel him coming, although interestingly he was kind of booting that way at first, so he should have seen him coming. I'm kind of surprised Watson didn't track that and try at least to avoid the pressure. 2nd and 19 after the sack. Emptying out the backfield. And now changing the formation is Deshaun Watson, but the backfield still empty. Trips to the left. Back to pass. 4-man rush. He's going to work his way up the pocket, throw underneath to Hunt, and Hunt's going to break through a tackle and make most of the yardage back up, and then some, actually all the yardage and then some, and call it a gain of 13 on that. So a 3rd and 7 now after Trey Flowers' tackle. Back to pass. Throw to the outside. He's got Hunt, but not going to get to the line to gain is Hunt, and it'll be 4th and 1, and these Browns are going to go 3 and out here and have to punt after the big sack to Hubbard. I love it, Applied. That's great that you're going to wear some Browns gear there in Steelers territory. You gotta love it, and best of luck to you on your trip. Hope you enjoy that, but certainly appreciate you repping the Browns out there for us. 4th and 1, and the Browns to punt. The punt is away from Corey Bojorquez, and it's going to be allowed to bounce and into the end zone, so that'll be for a touchback. And the Bengals and Joe Burrow will take over from their own 20 after the Bojorquez punt that just dribbled into the end zone there. Yeah, Kishan, I'm very excited to see Bell in action. I think he's going to be so good for us, and hopefully for many years to come, because I think he is a very special talent. And an underrated guy coming out in the draft. That's why the Browns were able to get him for value. But I think he's going to be really good in the long run. 2nd and 4. Burrow unloads, and wow! I'm surprised that wasn't picked. It kind of hit the defender. The receiver wasn't even in the area, and I think that might have been Greedy Williams that wasn't looking for the ball, and it hit him in the shoulder. 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, empty backfield. Joe Burrow, 4-man rush. Pressure's going to get home, and that's going to be another sack for Taven Bryan, who just kind of shoulder checks him into the ground, and that's his 3rd. 7 sacks for Cleveland now, with only 2 for the Bengals. And that one is going to bring up a 4th down. So we're going to see that pressure gets home, and Taven Bryan worked through a double team to get that sack. Really nice play from him, splitting a double team and then working in front of Perry and Winfrey's blocker as well. Kind of really congested in there, but still able to get through all that traffic is Taven Bryan, and a punt after a 3 and out for these Bengals. Yeah, I agree, James. I think that's probably exactly what's going to happen. It'll be interesting how it all actually pans out. But I think that's what you laid out there is a pretty likely scenario. Welcome in, American Hope. And yes, the Bengals have been getting rather brutalized by these Browns so far, as Chubb is going to work up the middle here, trying to work off some clock off the scoreboard, pick up a 4. And really, I'd like to see more of that run game involved here for the Browns, as they are, in the driver's seat, and they've got the best backfield. They should take advantage of it here, work off the clock. They are going to hand it off to Kareem Hunt, and he's going to carry it for another pickup of about 3. So 3rd and 3 now for the Browns. Out of the gun is Watson, back to pass. Little pump fake action, then it dumps it off. There's Bell, speak of the devil. And David Bell has been very good in this game, just a safety blanket with his 5th reception, 57 yards. Really a safety blanket for Watson, especially over the middle and opening up in zones. You see the cross there, and Watson just finds Bell easily, as Bell has been very good underneath in this game. 1st and 10 now. Under center. Little handoff up the middle to Chubb. He's going to work through some contact, taking it after a gain of about 4. And now Hunt in the backfield. 2nd and 6. Little handoff up the middle to Hunt. He's going to take the ball and run into his blocker. That's Harris who kind of got in the way. And Hunt unable to find much room to work with, and only a pickup of 1. 3rd and 5. Back to pass. Sean Watson working to the outside. He's got a man out there, and that's Cooper on the sideline. Comes away with nice body control to make sure that was both a catch with feet inbounds. Nicely done there from Cooper. His 7th reception. He's over 100 yards now with 108. That's pretty good, American. I like that. Yes, only 60-some-odd days left until we have real football again. Couldn't get here soon enough, as the Browns with this lead and in the red zone, going to empty out the backfield. And kind of surprising they're not electing to run more, but they're going to throw it quickly out to the outside, and that may as well be a run to the Chief, as it was just a quick designed out route to Njoku, sure hands coming free, and he's able to snatch that out of the air and take it for a nice little gain here, closer to the promised land there at the end. So now we're on the 3-yard line, 1st and goal here. Out of the gun, bunch or a little tight formation with the right pressure coming. He's just going to get swallowed very quickly, and a little blitz on the outside from Bates as the safety blitz gets home and backs him out to the 8-yard line. Now 2nd and goal from the 8, and that's the 3rd sack for these Bengals on the day. Hey Kevin, welcome in. Go Browns. You've never been to Ohio, Bo? It's actually it's a nice place actually. Columbus is a pretty cool town. Cleveland's a pretty cool town. You got best roller coaster park in the world in Sandusky, Ohio, at Cedar Point. So a lot of cool stuff to check out there. Back to pass, 2nd and goal. Now scrambling, flushed out of the pocket. He's got a man onto the outside. Touchdown, David Bell, as he just makes a beautiful catch there, just past the defender. Outstretched hands. Deshaun Watson put it on a spot, and Bell comes away with a beautiful touchdown. Look at this throw. So pretty, and just a beautiful body controlled catch here, dragging the feet, keeping it all in bounds. Beautiful touchdown for the Browns, and that one feels like at least the first nail in the coffin. They're going to review this one. All touchdowns in the NFL are reviewed, whether Madden knows it or not. But this one is going to get the official Madden review. And I think he had this. We'll see. There's 1 foot, 2 foot drag. He's got the ball. And I'm pretty sure that's going to be a touchdown. We'll see what they say. Yeah, it depends on where you go, which side of Columbus you're on for. Yeah, some of the outer parts are a little bit scary. But, yeah, it all depends on where you're at in Columbus, too. So they rule that a touchdown, as they should have. He definitely had control. So a 34-13 ball game with only 4:53 left to play. And this one feels like it's all but over here, as the Browns have been absolutely exerting their dominance here against these Bengals. And so after the Browns had been swept by both the Steelers and the Ravens very early in this season, looks like the Browns will do some sweeping of their own here with the Bengals. A bunch formation left under center. Back to pass. Pressure is coming, and I'm surprised they didn't get him for a late hit there. Taven Bryan taking a shot on Joe Burrow, but not called. Pickup of 9 after he unloads. 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, back to pass, over the middle. He's got Hayden Hurst, who breaks through a tackler and then swallowed by the other defenders in the area. But a 1st down. Now bunch formation left with a gun. Back to pass. The outside pick, Denzel Ward! Did he get his feet in bounds? This one might get reviewed, but we got to see where those feet were. It looked to me like they might have been in bounds, but that was a beautiful play nonetheless for Denzel. And let's see where they are. So 1-2, yep, he's got him in right there, dragging the feet. Beautiful camera work there from our Nagy Sports camera crew. And what a pick for Denzel, and he seems like he's been good for at least one every ball game for the last 6 or so. He has been so good, and 2 of those had 3 each. 2 of those ball games had hat tricks in the last several. So Denzel Ward has been hot. 1st and 10, now under center. Back to pass to Deshaun. Scrambling in the pocket, pressure coming. He's going to take that sack. That's going to be the 4th of the day now, and Hill gets home on that one. We'll bring up a 2nd and 19. I don't agree with that at all, James, but okay. I don't know when the last time you were at Cedar Point, but they have been in the running for best roller coasters in the world for as long as I can remember. They've always been building bigger and better ones pretty much every other year. So 2nd and 19 now, A little handoff to Chubb out to the outside. And quickly swallowed there. Not able to get away. In fact, he's going to lose one. So the Browns will empty out the backfield on 3rd and 16. Sean Watson in the gun. But running down all the clock. Back to pass. He unloads underneath. He's got the Chief. Tons of work to do. Sheds one tackler, but not nearly enough, as he will be stopped short by 6 yards. So the Browns will have to punt here before the 2-minute warning, but the Bengals have far too much work to do, and the Browns know it. Yeah, so actually, Wendell, that's where the Toledo was part of Michigan originally when it was a territory, and that's actually where Ohio and Michigan, the rivalry started, because Ohio and Michigan fought a war over Toledo. The concession that was made in order to gain statehood for Michigan was that they gave Ohio Toledo, which they wanted it for port rights on Lake Erie. And ironically, within a few years, the port had silted in, so it ended up being effectively worthless for all that contention. A little throw over the middle, Jamar Chase. But that's where the bad blood started way back when. There was an actual war between Ohio and Michigan, and the rivalry has been in place ever since. Another pick from Denzel Ward! Wow, what a play for him as he was playing receiver there against the big tight end Hayden Hurst. And Denzel Ward, being much slighter of frame and stature, able to come away with that one, just boxing out the big man and coming away with a pick. Now a little option keeper here for Watson, who is going to cover it up with both hands as the Browns elect to burn off clock, as they should. This will be our 9th win in a row here, Bo, to make us 11-5 at the conclusion of this ball game. We were 2-5 coming into the streak, but we have gone an unbeaten 9 games at the conclusion of this one. So an incredible streak for these Browns, and it's been the defense, really. It had started with the defense, even when the offense wasn't playing well. At times through that streak, the defense has been absolutely sensational, and you just saw it back to back from Ward. We got 2 late picks in this ball game, but he has been really a huge catalyst of this opportunistic defense, and really carrying this defense on his shoulder. We saw it in a previous game where he just jump-started a team, and we're going to take a look at the stats here. Joe Burrow, 29 of 43 for 280, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions, both by Ward, 67% completion. Mixon now 20 for 75 yards, 3.7 average for him. Now Mixon involved in the passing game as well. 7 for him, 6 for Chase, 6 for Boyd, 5 for Hurst, and only 3 for Higgins on the day. Not a lot of passing. Very stingy pass defense for the Browns. Logan Wilson, the leading tackler, with 9, as well as Hill, Bates, and then Pratt with 8. 1 sack each for Hill, Hubbard, Davis Gaither, and I didn't catch who the last one was. There was four sacks, though, total for the Bengals. Deshaun Watson, 29-34, 349, 85% completion. 2 picks for him as well. Hunt with 14 for 61. Chubb 14 for 61 on that one. Hunt a little bit less. I didn't catch the numbers, though. Went too quick. 7, 6, 6, 4 are the leading receivers. Cooper with the 7. We had J.O.K. leading tackler with 15, Newsom with 11, J.J. 3 with 9, and then sacks 3 for Taven Bryan, 2 for Winfrey, and a 1.5 for Garrett, and a half for Clowney on the day. 2 interceptions, both by Ward, in this 34-13 ball game. So that one was a lot of fun. We appreciate you all for being here and enjoying this ball game with us. This was a lot of fun to bring to you, and as always, we appreciate the subscribers. We appreciate the likes on our videos, and we really enjoy bringing this to you guys This has been a lot of fun, and we couldn't do it without you. We wouldn't be doing it still without all the support and love of Nagy Nation. So thank you so much for that. And we'll get out of here the same way that we always do by saying, Go Browns!